everybody, I'm Lynn. I hope you're having an amazing day today. Now in this video I'm going to show you how you can save a cactus that's rotting from the base up. Now a few months ago I bought this lovely cactus from a florist in Dublin, and at the time it looked perfectly healthy. I brought it home. I never gave it any water because when I buy plants in the winter, cacti, I keep them completely bone dry. Anyway, a couple of months ago I noticed it was leaning right back, and I thought that's very strange. Normally cacti grow towards the sun, not away from it. So obviously I got it out of its pot. I wanted to check the root system because usually that's a sign there's something wrong with the roots. The roots were absolutely perfect, healthy looking plant, great root system. Potted it back up in the same soil and let it be. Anyway, last week it was leaning right back again. I thought that's very strange. So my boyfriend actually made this little brace actually for, which is fantastic to stop it bending back anymore. But this morning I've had a bit of a disaster. I've looked at the plant to see how it's getting on. I've noticed there's a band of dark brown rot all at the base here, which I'm really obviously very disappointed about because I love this plant. But the good news is I have had this happen before with plants, and sometimes it's nothing to do with what anybody's done. It's just one of them things. And I'm pretty 100% confident I can save this plant, and I'm going to show you what you can do. Obviously I'm going to make a cutting a good well above, at least 2 inches above where the rot is. I'm going to show you now how you can save your plant if you've ever had this happen to yours. Right guys, make sure you use a very sharp knife and sterilise it before use. In this case I've used boiling water. Now when it comes to cutting the cactus, you need to make sure that the cactus is completely supported. In this case I've got some cardboard boxes and also newspaper as well, because when it comes to handling it you don't want to get your hands covered in spines. And now it comes to cutting it. Now what I would recommend is, obviously the rot is there, again I said 2 inches well above it. I don't actually know what damage is inside it until I actually cut into it, but cut well above the rot, as in this case well above here, and then obviously look at it, something can be pretty tough. There you go. Now to take the piece away, and what I'd recommend doing is once you've cut it is, obviously most people get it to form a thick hard callus before you even think about potting it up as a cutting. Now what I strongly recommend is if you've got any sulphur powder, it's a fantastic natural fungicide, and whenever I've took cuttings I find it's fantastic to cover it in sulphur powder and then leave it in a very dry, shady place so it can form a really thick callus. Now this could take a number of weeks, or it could take a few months. Because this is quite a thick stem, this will probably take a good couple of months, and then once it's formed that thick callus, then they're going to treat it as a cutting. Now the soil is completely bone dry, as you can see, not watered at all. And the roots, a healthy root system. I mean the roots are all pretty healthy too, look. See all the rot there, nasty brown rot. Spongy as well. A bit of a biopsy. Let's see what's happened to this boy. What's caused it to rot. Up to the other side. Sometimes these things happen even though it's nothing that you've consciously done anyway. You see where I've got them there, look right at the base. Look at that guys. Rot right down to the core. And there you go, look at that mushy rot. Caught it just in the nick of time. See mushy rot. And that would have spread right up the plant. Literally in sometimes as quick as hours. So dry rot looks like, guys. As it's not always caused from overwatering or even watering at all, as in this case. Sometimes, for some reason, it just happens. So there you go, guys. I hope you found it useful, and I hope that it doesn't happen to you very often about having a plant rotting. But say that the trick is to cut well above the rot until there's no sign of it and it's completely fresh flesh, as you can see here. And then definitely recommend sulphur powder, if not any fungicidal powder for plants, horticultural. And failing that, a fungicidal spray, and completely spray it so it stops any chance of any mould forming, and wait till it forms a complete callus. And I'll give you an update on this, guys, in probably a couple of months' time, when I actually get to treat it as a cutting, and I'll show you how you can then pot on a cutting and get it to root. So guys, thanks so much for watching. I want to send you loads of love and loads of happiness, as always, from Ireland. Thanks all of you so much for all of your lovely comments. Until the next video, guys.